Ooh, that spark of creativity is coming back to me again. To be fair, guys, I've been disconnected for a little bit from making videos. I've been reevaluating a lot of things in what I want to create in my life. I've also been spending time with loved ones, so I've been slower on whipping up video ideas. And even when it comes to commentary, which is my main thing that I would like to start to do on the channel, aside from reactions, because, you know, but you guys have heard me talk about this before. I haven't been too dialed in, but now it is back. And I'm excited because I just like to speak my mind. And if one person out there hears it and gets something and resonates with something, then perfect. I'm doing exactly what I believe I'm supposed to be doing in this world. So, without further ado, my intro. Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tapping in the frequency. Remember to authentically love yourselves and authentically spread love around. And seriously, man, go out and conquer everything. Go out, man. It's all a mindset. It truly is. And your mindset and the way you feel and think, it's just the mind is all, man. It encapsulates everything, feelings, emotions, all of it, man. You are what you identify with in your mind. So listen, don't let that negative close to you, man. Flip it as fast as you can and just channel your highest version of yourself, man. Choose to feel what you would like to feel, man. You're the controller. You're all the positions. It's you versus you. Anyways, let's get into the video. Yeah, man, dude, it was taking me a minute to get back into commentary videos, but I'm glad I'm back. I really didn't know what to talk about because honestly, I say it in posts all the time. Oh, I'm gonna do this one video and then I'm gonna stop talking about spiritual stuff or things like this or perspectives. And honestly, I can't. It's a part of who I am, so I'm always going to do it. But what I can do is I can sort of blend it in a way where I don't go too deep. You know, sometimes I want to stay surface level, of course, because, you know, it's very... It's kind of the channel I've built with LUNARWASLOST. I kind of cover everything over here. I love everything that everyone sends me, so I do a variety of everything, and I think the best thing I've come up with, just sitting and basically trying to figure everything out, was I'll slowly sew together certain seeds and drop certain gems here and there, but still keep it on a playful level and enjoy what this world was created for, man, to enjoy the experience, to have the human experience. Because it's like, I know what I know, so I don't have to go into these videos. That's one of the things that has finally hit me as such a solid truth now, is that I don't have to go into these videos and talk about manifestation all the time and everything. I could just honestly pick a topic and talk about it. And then, like, when I have fun with other stories I tell, I can go within those other stories and just have fun and talk from the experience as a story and not try to find the deeper connectivity to it, I guess is the way I'm trying to word it, is like go into it and completely break down the reason something had to happen along my journey. And I could just drop the gems slightly like that, but I could just have fun in a commentary video telling the story because I feel like I'm truly reaching this level of mastery. But the thing is, the mastery of myself, because the thing is I've noticed, or well, this is actually a little bit of a gem, but I've just noticed that it really is backwards. It's such an interesting thing. Once you've gained all the knowledge and you begin to apply it, it's literally as if the knowledge itself is a facade. Like, it's as if it falls off. It just becomes such a knowing that I was talking to my girlfriend about this, but it's like your shoes. You know how to tie your shoes. You don't have to believe in how to tie your shoes. You know how to tie your shoes. You don't have to ask anyone to tie your shoes, right? That's essentially what all of this stuff with manifesting and everything has really become. It's like, I remember back in the days where I would read so many books, and all of it is part of the necessary process. So I'm just kind of explaining how how cool it is to see that it's become such a natural thing that it's become literally effortless. And it's wild to actually, I want to talk about dimensions, but maybe I should talk about it in a different video. But I just want to say it's kind of crazy to really see. It's like I'm really starting to see the divide in how people's mindsets really create their reality, and they get exactly who they're choosing to be. It's insane. You know, I have a person that's still very special and close to me in my heart, as I truly believe, and I still, have a lot of love for this person. But they're asking certain questions that they ask me is, how am I able to move in such a certain way? And even though I tell them, they're not hearing it because they're hearing it from the dimension that they're in. They're hearing it from the perspective that they see from. And the thing is you don't listen. Your ears and mouth and everything on and I was about to say on and in your face is just a tool for your perspective. It's basically the transmitter of what you're seeing in your mind. It's like we both look at a red ball, and it's like you could see like a red ball in the middle of the street. I could see that red ball as play, like, ooh, I want to pick that up and throw it and play catch with someone. Somebody else could be like, that's a hazard for a car. We see, and that's just it. Perception is reality. We see and perceive things through the mind. And when we talk and we listen, that's like the receiving. It's just the tools to receive and transmit the frequency, but that's really it. So, so when it comes to questions for me, I don't even have ways to break. I don't even know how to get complex or simple about it anymore. I just get simple. It's just the easiest breakdown. It just goes over people's heads. You are a living, breathing radio frequency, in the best way I can explain it. And how hard and easy it is to get over stuff in your life and do things is all dependent on you and what you've tuned your radio station to. Your body is the car. Your body is the vehicle. If you've heard this before, your body is the vehicle. So what keys are you putting in the, is it the transmission? Dude, I'm horrible with cars. Sorry guys, I'm not a car person, but where you put the keys, I think it is the transmission. You throw it in there. It's like, what keys are you putting in your vehicle? And of course I'm stealing this analogy from a brother, Tone. Now I'm not really stealing it, but borrowing it over here. But it's very true. It's like your body, I think the best way I like it described is your body is the temple. That took a long time for me to really get, but your body is the temple. So what are you allowing into your temple? It really depends on you. You can create a very, very powerful state of mind that attracts and gets you to attract everything you want in your life. And that's exactly how I'm moving every day. I have topics I want to say in this video, but they can literally be separate videos, and that's what I'm going to leave them to. But I've got videos like character assassination and ego death and everything coming up. So I'm not going to talk about these things here, but I'm just telling you right now, crafting my mindset took care of everything I've ever experienced. I'm telling you, even when I try to explain how certain things don't affect me to people, they just try to find the best way from their perception to explain it. Like, like I said, for my, I had an ex-partner do something pretty shocking to me, and I didn't feel anything. I kind of felt like compassion for the person, or I felt sorry for the person that was doing the thing to me, because I was like, damn, whatever they took on in their aura or created in their auric field led them to make a decision to do that onto someone else. It's like that saying, I don't know if this is a Bible verse, but do unto others what you would want to be done to yourself. Or it's basically that whole thing, and and to me, when that moment happened, I embodied what that statement meant. I didn't really feel anything, and it wasn't even it wasn't a disconnect. It wasn't disassociation. It was just like, I don't know what, I can't imagine. Well, I can imagine because I've been through it to have an awakening. Don't worry, we're going to cover that in the ego death video. But I just can't imagine what kind of demons exist within somebody that they're not handling to go and do something like that to someone. And that's why I just say it's why the Bible says the kingdom of heaven is in with you, man. When we talk about creativity and all this, wherever you may be at your life right now is completely a result of your heart. The kingdom of heaven is within your heart. It's where your heart is tuned to everything you're experiencing. Because the moment I realized this, when I got, when I left, well, it's not even the moment I realized it, but it's the moment I embodied it. Because realizations are one thing. When you have a realization and then you take that and apply the realization, say you finally quit your job for this new opportunity, you finally left this, toxic for a new person, you finally got away from toxic family members to start a new life, you finally ditched old friends, whatever it is. The realization is in the moment, but then when you apply what you got from the realization, it becomes a much different thing. And I feel like that for me, I finally realized that it truly is. If your inner self concept of yourself is not at a state where you feel like you deserve to just live the life you want to deserve, and you feel like, and you and I'm talking about genuinely, because this is where people get it mixed up. And this is actually something I've gotten tired about, is none of this has to do with narcissism. You need to feel 100% every goddamn day like a king. The people that people think or perceive are on top of the world and doing the best things in life are subconsciously doing this. They are subconsciously doing this. Even artists, even some of the biggest artists, but I don't want to get into industry plans, but some of the biggest artists who even talk about having depression and anxiety and all these things. I'm telling you right now that knowing manifestation, and when these artists talk about manifestation, they are talking about periods and points in their life that, they're channeling into their music that then people resonate with. But I'm telling you, to be at the status they are at now, no, they've overcome themselves. Because to achieve your dreams, if that's what they're truly wanting to do in their field and truly be creative, you don't have those sorts of things in your mind to the point where that is the dominant reality. And I'm saying this as someone who has manifested Honda Civics, $20,000. I've done it back to back. I've done back-to-back manifestations every time. I told everyone I'm gonna be in Austin, Texas. I didn't reveal it at the time because I don't reveal my manifestations until they create. But I remember certain people that I revealed this to, and they were like, they couldn't understand why I had to go home first before I went to Austin, Texas. And it's like, because I know I'm intuitively following my higher self. It's not for anyone else to understand. Your path is not for anyone else to understand. I need y'all to get this. Even when you put yourself through something that is like character development, your path is just not for other people to understand. But what I want to tell you, and why I did that little whole spiel on you see people who you perceive are on top of the world, which we're all the world. Everyone is truly, in a sense, equal. I know that might be controversial to say, but I say that from the fact that everything we have within this video game is a made-up title. We're all just playing roles. And I love Shakespeare's quote, "The world is a stage and we're just its many actors." So live your life, pay attention to yours. But what I'm telling you is, when you start achieving and really finding inner peace, the kingdom of heaven is within you. And what's funny? And I'm not religious, by the way, but I'm referencing the Bible because it's so funny, because the Bible will straight up tell you, do not seek anything outside of yourself first. You must seek the kingdom of heaven. So, and you know what that tells me is, I've seen people with a lot of money who are not happy at all. They are not upset. They'll ask for advice still, or how do you do this? And how do you get your emotions in check? And it's because you got to take care of that inner world first. It's so, so important, because then it makes it all the more enjoyable when you get and gain everything that you want. The thing is everything is within you. But for some people that goes over their heads because the answer is just too simple. But that's the thing. Diving deep within who you are, within yourself, is one of the scariest and toughest journeys you'll embark on, because you need to face everything that makes you tick, everything that you might not be facing from childhood, even if you had a good childhood. People just don't realize. But my spark of creativity is back to make these videos for y'all. I know I kind of went off topic of what the video is, because it's a spark of creativity. But I mean, all of these realizations have just led me to this. I'm really realizing, and I know it's years ago, I had a vision that it would be like when I hit 25, that would be the year where I became complete in all of this stuff. I know it would just be full embodiment, no more questions, no more even watching videos. Cause man, in the beginning, I'm telling y'all, books and books and books and stuff like that. And I would just completely embody the knowledge. And I feel it now, dude, because the immediate moment I worked on self-concept, everything flipped in my reality. Everything flipped around. It's insane. You like your self-concept is the most important thing. Like that's why I said it's not about narcissism. People just get trendy terms and want to become like they watch TikTok or something and they become instant psychologists overnight. When I think it said something, I remember looking this up, a study or something, that narcissists make up like 5% of the population. And then yeah, there's narcissistic tendencies and all that. But no, I'm telling you, if you are literally not outwardly telling people that they are below you or anything like that, then you should feel like a king or a queen. There's no reason you should not feel. You need to love yourself. This is all a part of loving yourself. You need to cradle and meet your needs first before you try to go and give love to anybody else. Because then the love that you give is just unconditional, because you already have so much love for yourself that you don't have any expectations for another person to meet your needs. You meet your needs first, and then you compliment somebody else. You don't make somebody else. Anyways, that's that. I kind of went off, but who cares? That's what I'm known for. Anyways, much love and Moonlight. I'll see you on the next one.